Joining us now is El Paso City Council Representative Alexsandra Annello. You've been critical of a disaster declaration. Explain to us why. What are your biggest concerns?
Yeah, and a few months ago when we had a surge of migrants, the city was doing a lot to help process and transport individuals, while our governor across the state were shipping migrants to large cities across the country, what he called blue states, without organizing for their court date, without telling them where they were going, without making sure they were with their sponsors and their families. And so I've been very concerned that with the help of the state, with this declaration, we will not be doing what is best for migrants who are here legally seeking asylum. And so I've just really wanted to make sure that we are continuing a process that is fair, that follows, our laws, and that helps these individuals get to where they need to be and to become citizens, which is what their wishes are.
So, Representative Annello, what specifically then would you like to see happen? What is the plan? What happens to these migrants once the deadline passes? Does the city know where it will temporarily house the thousands of people expected to arrive in the coming days?
No, and we don't know right now when we're already seeing large numbers. And I think that's what the real concern is that there is not a plan. And shipping migrants, putting migrants on buses and planes to large cities that are already inundated with migrants is not the solution. I think it's really important to remember that prior to 2016, immigrants could go to the U.S. embassies in their countries and seek asylum. That policy changed under the Trump administration. They now have to go to the border to seek asylum. And that's why we are seeing a crisis. That crisis was created by our federal government, and we do not have a plan at this moment. There needs to be some intervention of finally having comprehensive immigration reform at the border for these individuals and for my constituents.
And speaking of interventions and solutions, what are you hoping the Biden administration will do to help support El Paso?
Yeah, at this point right now, we need resources, right? You have migrants being dropped off by CBP downtown, and they are all over the city, right? They are walking all over the city. It is becoming a danger to them. It is becoming a danger to our community members. We need the resources to help them to get to where they're going. But really, again, what we need is a process that works for everyone.
So, it makes a lot of sense hearing from you. You're, a politician in a border town. You see this on a day-to-day basis. What sort of immigration legislation do you think Congress should pass to address this?
Yeah, I think there needs to be a better processing system. There needs to be a placement. There needs to be, better access for migrants to their court dates, to resources, to work. And we're seeing a huge workforce shortage. Migrants are an essential part of our economy. We need to be placing them in areas where they can thrive.
And Texas Governor Greg Abbott and his Republican colleague, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, have been sending migrants to states run by Democrats. We've seen this in New York and in Philadelphia as well. What's your thought on that?
Yeah, these large cities are also at capacity at this point, right? And when Governor Abbott was doing that, he was doing it without coordination. And so hundreds of migrants were showing up on the streets of New York and the streets of Chicago without coordination. There are NGOs that have been doing this work for decades, but coordination is key. They need to understand who's coming, where they're going, and where their support systems are. And the biggest issue, what the governors were doing is they were not doing that coordination. They were not sending people where their families were, where their support systems were. And that is the piece that is going to be extremely essential in continuing the declaration that the mayor has called.
All right. Well, Representative Alexsandra Annello, thank you so much. We appreciate your perspective on all this.
Thank you so much.